Armory Disc Golfers, welcome back to another video. It's mystery box season, and I am really excited in particular for this box because this is the Lat 64 Royal box. And if you've been around the channel for a while, you know that this is some of my absolute favorite plastic in the game. I've got a little bit of insight on to what's in here, but I don't know exactly yet. And as you see, I have not opened this one yet. So we're gonna discover that together. I'm gonna make a couple predictions before we do. While I do that, I'm gonna get some warm-up shots in. Now, while I don't know exactly what's in here, I do have some hints and I have some predictions, and I want to see how accurate my predictions are. There's going to be two putters in here, one baseline, one premium, both of a new mold. I'm predicting and more kind of hoping that it's a PA3 modeled disc. More shallow beaded putter, hoping for that. There's going to be a new Royal fairway driver. And given that the Brave came out last year and that the Honor and Glory already exist, it's probably gonna be a really understable fairway driver. There's also going to be a lightweight Royal disc in here, which I expect to be the Grace because they just came out with lightweight Royal Graces. And there's going to be a new effect, which unfortunately I'm predicting is going to be the same golden swirl effect that we just saw on the Discmania CD1s, which is a cool effect, but I would just like for it to be actually new, not just new to Lat 64, but this is a House of Discs thing, so I expect we've already seen it before. But those are just predictions, and I hope that two of those predictions are wrong, because I would love to see like a T-Bird type mold in here. I know the Explorer exists, and I would like for this to be a true new effect. Oh, ooh, new favorite already. We have, this is the Peak. It is a beaded, shallow putter. This is similar-ish, I guess, to a PA3. It feels like a little more rounded instead of blunt.
Basically a pure, but with a micro bead.
So we have a micro beaded pure, a little more stability on it. Again, that sounds awesome. Yeah, it's definitely stable. I could have put that so far right. I have two goals for this video. One is to go 4 down through this stretch of 9, and my second is to get, I want 4 out of 5 predictions true, because I feel like there's a lot of stuff that you can just kind of deduce, and I'm giving myself a point for calling this a PA3 disc. It's a shallow beaded putter. I'm calling that a PA3 type disc. Oh yeah, yes, let's go. Should we, this is Trad, team captain Trad. He knows what's coming up, so he's gonna tell me if we need to go to hole 4, which is better for a stable fairway driver, or hole 5, which is better for pretty much anything else.
I think we should go to hole 5.
We're going to hole 5. So I'm giving myself a point there. I also have a bonus prediction here because I said that I predicted golden swirl. I'm going to predict that that golden swirl is on a Rive. For this, I'm expecting this to be, Trad said that these are going kind of in order. I'm expecting this to be the new fairway driver. Stable or understable?
Neutral.
Neutral. Is this it? A Royal Sweep. Neutral is good. Neutral makes me think like FD, and this plastic, this plastic is so good. I'm excited to throw it. This feels like it's going to fly -1-1. That is less stable than I thought it would be. It went a long stinking way. That feels just like the slightest bit more stable than a Brave, which I actually have. I'm a robot, so I'm gonna be able to throw this exactly the same. I threw that a little lower. Those are very similar in flight, I think. Captain Trad just informed me that this was designed to be a more stable Saint, apparently, and call me crazy, but don't we already have that in the Saint Pro? Not really feeling Saint Pro vibes from that first throw, and now I'm gonna throw it into a headwind. So we're gonna see how much it takes on hyzer out to the left, pulling it over, trying not to go OB. Oh, it's low. If that was higher, I think that would be so good. I just didn't put enough on it. That's a pretty smooth flight. All right, welcome to today's edition of Nick putting him through things unnecessarily. If I make this jump putt, I will play my next rated round with the Peak prototype putter because they feel good. I missed it on purpose. I don't know if this is a fairway driver or a distance driver, so I don't know if I need to be throwing a 248-foot hole with it. Do we need to wait until a longer hole for whatever these guys are?
We definitely need to wait for a longer hole.
Rive, let's go. Since I'm here, actually, I'm gonna throw the peak again. This disc feels really good. Nick, no, dang it. That was not much of a display of how this guy flies. So I'm just gonna pitch out here and we're gonna get to see how it flies from like 150 feet, because you use a disc like this for shots like this. It's a putter. Are we going to a distance driver hole or a fairway driver hole?
We need to go to a distance driver.
Going to a full distance driver hole? Rive. Captain Trad's got me all sorts of excited about what I'm about to pull out. This is, oh, it feels like a fairway driver. So this feels like what's going to be the new effect or whatever. And I know also that this is orange. I swear it sounds like there's like a mini marker or something in there. And it is, it looks like the swirl. It's a Brave. I was told distance driver. This is
not in order.
Oh, it's not in order on the sheet. Well, that's why. Well, I forgive Captain Trad. This is a Brave. I was right, ding ding, for the prediction. This is that golden swirl grand plastic. And I'm gonna get on my soapbox here for a little bit. This is kind of disappointing to me. I think this plastic looks and feels awesome. We've already seen this on Discmania plastic, and this is all House of Discs stuff. This plastic, I want to reiterate, it looks cool and it feels great. I hope that this is a little more stable than like a normal Brave, because I would love to toss something like this, especially this one, in my bag. I just feel like the whole House of Discs takeover has taken the identity from Discmania and from Castoplast specifically. And I'm saying this because, again, I've seen this in a Discmania disc before. I feel like Discmania used to be separate and distinct and cool. And I kind of talked about that in the last video that I made. And Castoplast used to be this like real high-end premium stuff. And it seems like it's lost kind of its appeal as well. And now it feels like anytime you buy from Westside or Latitude or Discmania or Castoplast, it feels like you're just buying from House of Discs, which like from a business perspective is fine. But from a disc golfer's perspective, I miss there being distinct different companies. That being said, I'm gonna throw this guy on hyzer up the right side of this fairway. For whatever reason, I feel like it's going to be a little more stable than a Brave normally is. I felt a little bit of headwind. It's a Brave. I wasn't paying the most attention to where I went out of bounds, so I'm going to say it was about right here, and it would be really nice to not have to birdie out, so I'm gonna try to dunk this thing in. I mean, that has a chance. Swing! Well, now I gotta be perfect. This has not been my best video. I got the PA3 prediction, give myself a point for that. I got the plastic new effect thing correct, so I'm giving myself a point for that. This could be a Rive, but I thought the special new effect thing was going to be a Rive, so I was gonna give myself bonus points there. This is now going to be the lightweight one, so unless, I mean, I'm not going to get the predictions correct, and now I need to be perfect for, oh, what in the world? Hey, this is a Rive. I'm going to retroactively give myself a point for saying that a Rive was gonna be in here. I thought this was gonna be a lightweight Grace. I'm cheating. 169. Yep, it flies like a Rive. And that's a great spot to be in this hole. If we get 1 like on this video, Captain Trad will throw the sweep. Congratulations, you are up. You can throw that while I say, they have told us that there's going to be 14 different deco dives, and 1 hot stamp. So apparently I got the 1 hot stamp, and you throw this thing way better than I do. Yeah, I can see Saint there for sure. Yeah. I am a silly boy and did not look to see if the basket was in the long position. So you may be thinking, wow, Nick, you're probably sponsored by Cliff Bar. Nope, though you can hit me up. Also probably thinking, wow, Nick, you're so great at disc golf, you're probably gonna throw the peak on a little Anheuser putter shot. Still nope, I hate that shot. I'm flicking the Rive again. I just gotta let these guys play through first. That needs to go. Oh man, that's so bad. I was thinking because it's such a fast disc that I needed to not throw it hard, because I would normally throw like an A2 right there, but turns out you still need to actually throw the disc. And I need to be perfect to get to that 4 under mark. Luckily, 4 holes remaining. I got to go 4 for 4 to hit that 4 through 9 mark, comparing profiles between the Sweep and the Brave, and kind of the opposite of what I was saying in my last video about the FD3 and the PD2 not being very like popular slots or AM friendly slots or whatever. This is a brilliant move by Latitude 64, because this absolutely will be thrown with love by a lot of players. I'm about to get really aggressive with it here, try to flip it up and push it down this fairway and hope for the best. Oh, shanked. I just got an incredible punch through the trees, and I'm going to try to do it again on the next shot. Well, I got lucky. Now I got to get good, because it is going to be pretty difficult to get there with an understable fairway driver. Man, that was so close to being like incredible. Well, I have gotten aggressive and I'm now paying the piper. Let's forget that whole score target thing and just try to rope some with the Sweep and the Peak. I actually really like the way the Peak feels as a putter. And the more that I throw this, it seemed like really flippy at first. It feels kind of like a faster Crave, very similar to like that or the S-Line PD, or not PD, FD. Yeah, gets up off hyzer, definitely wants to drift right, but I mean, that's neutral. I'll give him neutral. I've got to go down here to this tree line on the right, so I'm going to challenge this tree, try to put a little bit of anhyzer on it, and hopefully it does fight out of that. Well, it actually just was nowhere close. Okay, the tree line's 280. For some reason, I thought I was like 280 to the basket. Okay, so it has not been my best day on the course. As a throwing putter, the Peak feels nice and comfy in the hand, especially if you like low profile putters like the Pure. I'm excited about it as a putting putter. Maybe? From my angle, that looked so good. 320 feet into a headwind. I'm gonna put this out to the right on a decent amount, a lot of hyzer, and hope to sweep it back in. Well, the headwind kind of stopped. I feel like that's smoked. No, it's not. This is just outside the circle, and it's kind of tricky because I don't know if you can tell, but I have to hyzer around this honey locust. Yes, yes, let's go. I'm peaking. So once again, another year, another Royal box that I really like. Some unfortunate things, like, I don't know, this aggravates me. I don't think this is like a new effect. And honestly, like, there are golden swirls, you can see them in person. I don't even know how much you're gonna be able to see it on the camera. The lightweight Rive is cool. Flies like a Rive. I really like the 2 new molds that they came out with this time around. I think the Sweep is going to be very popular. If you like the Brave and you wanted to have a tick more stability, great option. If you like a River, which I know is like the more popular version of the Brave, and you want it to have more stability, try a Sweep. The plastic, as always, feels great. Okay, to be fair to the Sweep, I legitimately thought that was gonna pan over and break. The first throw or two that I had with it, I was like, oh, this is understable. I think it's neutral. I think they got it. Yeah, this is one of those days where, for whatever reason, the disc was just not coming out of my hand like super poppy. And I wish that I could somehow jump from here, because it's gonna be hard for me to get it all the way there. Yeah. Yeah, not my day score-wise, but again, I think Latitude did an awesome job making 2 more really great discs. It's weird to me, I know I've talked about this a lot, it's just weird to me to hold a putter and think, yeah, that might replace the PA3. I'm not in a rush to, but it might happen. I'm gonna go throw the Sweep in a field one more time after the credits roll, because I wanna see it fly once more thank y'all so much for watching. If you've gotten to this point of the video, do me a favor, like, subscribe. Let me know which of these was your favorite disc to see, and I'll see you in the next one.